This is a basketball place. Small one is for children. The big one is for the adults.
Okay. So you are managing all these facilities?
I'm managing. All this is my department.
46-year-old Ahmed Ibrahim is living his dream. Domiciled in Belgium, Ahmed is the manager of one of Antwerp's exclusive Jewish sports club, Makabi.
Makabi is international. It's in Israel, it's in South Africa. I run the Antwerp department. I run it on behalf of the Jewish community. So I manage it for them. And here we have basketball, tennis, we have squash, we have also Makabi football, and we have Makabi padel.
This is Ahmed's 7th year in charge.
I do everything, do all the sports activities, the organizations, the planning for the events, maintenance, from everything, from A to Z. We have a diverse membership. When I came here, it was exclusively Jewish club. But now, after we have changed it, now it's open for everybody. But before, when I came here, it was only for Jewish members. So we have members who pay yearly to be able to use the terrains. We have also football clubs who are playing here. So we are always every day open because we run trainings in the weekdays, in the evenings. And also people who play tennis for recreation purposes, they are always welcome. This is a main football ground from Makabi. We do a lot of matches here. We have tournaments. We have also our own football groups. We have our football teams from youth teen, from 10 years old until adults, who they are training on a weekly basis. And also we have the matches. We also rent it out to other clubs.
So it's a business, it's for business.
Yeah, this is business and also sport. Okay. So for example, if there's a football club, for example, we have the Kenyan football club in Belgium. Sometimes when they want to do a match, they want to play against Uganda or they want to play against Tanzania, they come to us and we rent for them the fields and they do a match.
Now, Ahmed loves what he does and wouldn't trade it for the world. But this wasn't his first job on arrival here in Belgium, some 26 years ago.
I came here to study. So after my studies, I studied for journalism, by the way, University of Antwerp.
You're a journalist?
I'm a journalist. That's what I studied for. But then we changed directions. So I didn't end up doing journalism for a long time. I worked only, I think, for 1 year for an African newspaper. I used to be called Mamboleo. Beginning is difficult. In beginning, you have to find your way. It's never easy. So I used to study in the daytime and I used to work in the night at a bakery just to be able to cover for my cost because I didn't come on a scholarship and I didn't come from rich families where you can say they were paying for my studies. So I used to work in a bakery. I used to make bread in the night and then in the daytime I used to go and study. And that is how I was able to finance my study years, the first 3 years in Belgium.
Upon finishing his studies, Ahmed unfortunately struggled landing a job as a journalist. But the innovative Kenyan didn't give up. He decided to reinvent himself, going back to school and finding his way into the plumbing and construction industries. This is what eventually led him here at Makabi.
I've always been self-employed. I've never worked for a boss, I think. I don't have a character to work for a boss. I think the last time I worked for a boss was in the bakery in 1999. I have a construction company. That is my main source of work. That is what I do. This is a hobby apart. Every year we do the East African tournament. All the East African countries, they come up with their team, just friendly matches. And the one who wins gets a prize for it.
I mean, are there more pitches I can see? So
yeah, there are more pitches behind the tribune. There are 3 more fields. And there we have the one with the plastic. You can see it when you go there, you can see then is the one with the plastic. Yeah, so we have different pitches.
You have 5 fields?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are working also on a national level with a top manager who's looking for good football players. And if I get some local talent, I can always find ways to move them out through my contacts.
I'm sure kuna Wakenya wengi talented young men ambao wangependa kuja huku or somewhere else in mambo ya soka. Unaweza saidia?
Yeah, that is a part I can get involved in because we are looking for young talent. People who think they can play good football, we are looking for young talents. And it's not only for Makabi itself as a football club, but we are able to move them through other football clubs in Belgium, existing clubs in Belgium.
And is it only to the European market or you can also assist in terms of giving them opportunities in other countries?
At this moment, we are considering European market. We're also talking about the Asian market and the Israeli market.
So who would qualify? Who are you looking for in terms of age or what's the...
Can be anybody. Can be anybody under 18, can be 20 years old, can be 21 years old. Just anybody who has talent in football, anybody who has the motivation also to work, to train, to do... Somebody who is committed to play football. And the motivation is the most important. Sometimes they say talent. Talent is not only talent. You have to have also the motivation for the training.
Okay.
You have to give everything you have for the football.
Clearly, Ahmed has a passion for uplifting his fellow countrymen, something that he has been doing both home and away.
I'm a businessman. I invest. If there's something interesting, I'm always ready to invest. I've invested in some properties. I'm also doing coffee farming, and I'm also importing coffee. But the biggest important one is we're going to do the construction company from this year.
Ahmed plans to continue helping Kenyans achieve the diaspora dreams any way he can. He does, however, have this to say regarding daring here.
Living abroad is not easy. It's a very big challenge because you come to a country where nobody knows you. You have to be able to deliver. Many people think it's very easy. When you just come to Belgium, everything is served on a silver plate. That's not the way it works. You really have to prove yourself.
And that's daring abroad.